this is going to be your guys' biggest challenge right here.
And what is this machine called?
This is the 2-shaft. These hoppers got to be broke down. So the top part's got to come off. The bottom part's got to come off. So that's going to have 2 pieces. So for right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main pieces. This all right here, all this midsection is 1 piece. This stand is all 1 piece. This box has to come off. That's another piece. This vibratory is all its own piece.
Okay, so it's a 2-stage shredder with a hopper on top and a vibratory on the bottom.
But it all has to be broke down because of the weight. There's no way, you can't get anything in here that'll lift all this.
Okay.
This is all one part. Like I said again, this is all freestanding. There's nothing holding this up but its own legs. This is solid. This is 100% 1 piece right here. Legs are welded solid. Everything's solid on this. This is your electrical brake for it. This belt is like that belt, just the grade is a little bit different.
Okay, so 3 belts so far.
Yep. This box has to come off. The legs will have to come off. Then you got your picking knives. Do all your piping, all your plumbing, all the way down, all the way around. Then you get to this. Again, you got to take your ladder off, your top of your hopper, the bottom of your hopper, and the shredder is 1 piece. So you got 3 pieces there again. So you got your top, your bottom, and your shredder.
And that's a 4-stage shredder.
Yeah, this is a 4-stage shredder. Then you got to take these sides off. 1 on both sides, because they are attached to the belt. You can't get your belt out unless you have those sides off. You have to pull the screen out.
Just pull it out.
Oh, just pull that out. That's the screen part?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you want to do it on these little metal things here.
Right.
Otherwise, it's
Yeah, they don't
really
just come out that easy. I mean, they're designed, they should come out, but you got to think of all that debris in between your teeth and the screen, so it's going to lodge. So you got to work it. You can't just go, oh yeah, just pull it right out. And I've had dumbasses, get in between that and pull, and there'd be a bar right here, and this is coming out their head. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're stupid.
Yeah.
So, if it gets stuck, then get someone over here. Get a pry bar, get something. But don't put your head in between this that can just give it any second, and have your head right here at a bar.
Does this thing swing out? Like kind of when you...
Nothing swings out. Is what you do is to lower it. You got these big bolts on the side, and it drops down evenly.
Oh, I see, okay.
There's 5 on both sides.
Oh, I see, okay.
Then once that comes out and onto your stand right here, it locks into place on your stand. Then you can push your stand around.
So would you be willing to help with people that want to disassemble it and move it?
Yeah, because I guarantee they ain't going to be able to do it. They'll look at it.
That's what I'm saying.
Because there's, like I was just showing him, you can't just start taking it apart, because you're either providing more work for yourself, or you're going to screw things up and not know that it's attached, or you're going to bend stuff.
Right.
Then it'll never go back the same.
No, I think you'd be a valuable component to maybe the disassembly and assembly of it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we're at 2nd hopper, 4-stage shredder, bottom hopper, right?
Yep.
And then another conveyor.
Yep.
Which brings us to a 2nd vibratory.
Right. And like I said, this comes all apart like the way we put it in brakes, so none of this has to come off. But if it's going to be transported on a trailer, I would take it off, just because these, this is $1,500 right
Okay.
here. This is $300. So, you want to spend $1,800, or just take a couple minutes, take it off.
Okay.
Vibratory has to come off the stand. Stands by itself. And then again, everything breaks electrical wise. This right here is a magnet stand. Everything's got to come off of this. All your electrical's got to come off. Then you take your magnet down, but you can't take your magnet down until you take this apart.
Okay.
That magnet weighs 7,000 pounds.
Okay.
Doesn't look like it, but it does.
Okay, so then we got a vibratory into a magnet, and then
This is your eddy current.
eddy current.
Now, when you get to your eddy current, the top part comes off. While it's suspended, you want to take your hoppers off because your hoppers sit lower than your feet.
Okay.
Like again, everything's bolted down. Nothing's welded solid unless it's permanent fixed there. Then you got your stand. And you got your can. This has to come away. Let's see what else. Then your stand. These belts have to come off. They're the arms pivot so they fold in. And they're held up by these pins right here. Those two pins. Because this was designed to be flipped up.
Okay.
For storage, so we can get in and out of here. Just hydraulics ain't hooked up. Same with this. This belt is identical to this one, so it's the same thing. Take the two pins out. Bam, bam. Hold your legs in. Bam, bam. Now I would suggest taking the motors off. At least the gearbox. This is your motor, this is your gearbox. To me, if you told me to take the motor off, I would take the motor off. But if you take the motor and the gearbox off, then I would know just to take it all off and this be one unit. Bam. Because you don't want to damage these, because those are $7 grand a piece.
Okay.
Other than that, and these are not, I mean, if I wanted to, I could pick this up, you know what I mean, and swing those out. Everything, like I said, everything's designed on gravity and weight, so when these go up, the legs naturally fold into themselves, so they're not sticking out and bump up Egypt.
That's about it.
That's pretty much in a nutshell how that goes. That belt right there is what controls your dynamo. You see, the other motor controls your belt speed. This adjusts for how heavy your aluminum's coming in. If you want more circuitry over here, then you adjust that one way or the other. If you want less aluminum over there, same thing, you adjust. And again, I can't really explain it to you. It's something that needs to be shown to you because there's different applications. You know, it's hard to explain. You know, I just know how to do it, and endless hours after hours trying to run and shit over and over again, just try to get it dialed in, you know.
Okay.
There's like one general setting, yes, but there's always gonna be a time when you're like, oh man, crank that over so we can get more over here or less over there. It's something that needs to be shown versus like explained.
Yeah, so you can dial it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, none of this shit is built light. Everything is heavy. Everything is 1/4 inch plate up. I mean, everything's 1/4 inch thick. There's nothing light on here. Nothing's forgiving. All these motors got enough torque to do just about anything. You're not going to stop this. There is no human being or nothing that will stop these motors from spinning. They'll keep going and keep going. They'll suck you through and won't even know they sucked you through.
Okay. What kind of information could you give me on the shredder, like the shredder motors?
Those need to be treated like if you owned a brand new Ferrari, because they're the heart of these machines. This is a 4-shaft. One motor turns.
These guys, sure,
one motor turns 2 of the shafts. The other motor turns the other 2.
They make sure that you sell your stuff.
You got to watch out for your heat. Your heat can't raise. You don't want to get anything above 120. You want to stay about 120. Sometimes you can get a little hotter in the summertime. It runs a little hotter because of the heat, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll forward you.
See,
What kind of technical specs on the motors for the shredder?
as far as like horsepower and stuff?
Yeah.
They could either do.
I really honestly couldn't tell you that part. I mean, but everything should have it on their plates. Like,
and you just say, this is what we got, and you guys go at it.
Like it runs at 3,400 RPM.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised. The horsepower is probably it's a third of a horsepower,
Okay.
but the torque is.
The trucks, or you could even use them as a bargaining tool for whoever wants to finish up.
I can't really see it right now,
This
but the
comes
torque
with it?
is probably
This guy?
quadruple. You know,
Okay.
it's high, and that's what gives it that power, and that's another.